right, this is gonna be dark. This is gonna be sad. But look, people, I did not make men. Okay, don't get mad at Father Alex for exposing the truth. Let's see what he has to say.
So here's another one, and this may seem like super obvious, is that women who are unhappy with their regular relationship, either sexually unhappy or generally unhappy with their overall relationship, they're more likely to have affairs. Now, this seems like the most obvious thing in the world, right? Yeah, sure. Tell me something your grandmother couldn't tell you. You're unhappy in the relationship, you're more likely to have an affair. But it turns out the same is not true for men. That is, there are at least some studies that show that if you compare men who have affairs with men who don't, there's no difference in how happy they are with the relationship. And that's why you can have men, and just to bring up, I don't know, movie star examples, this is an older one, but Hugh Grant was involved with Elizabeth Hurley. I don't know if you remember that one. And he's like having sex with a prostitute in L.A. Why is he cheating with Elizabeth Hurley? Kind of crazy. Now, in that case, the male motivation for affairs differs on average substantially from the female motivation. And that is that men have this tremendous desire for sexual variety, meaning a variety of sex partners. Men tend to have a higher sex drive in general, on average, and so they try to satisfy. So even men who are involved with or married to classically beautiful women sometimes have affairs, and people are very puzzled by this. But that desire for sexual variety is what drives most men into affairs. And so there's a dramatic
Yeah, we're victims. Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
sex difference in why men have affairs, with desire for sexual variety pushing most men into it. It's like, I think it was Chris Rock said, men are only as faithful as their opportunity. You get a low-cost opportunity, a lot of men act on it. If you're like an academic, you're away at a conference, you're in a different town, some fall into bed with someone else, one night stand, a brief affair, and that's that. But women, it's really different. Of course, some women do it just for sexual variety too, but that's a minority. If you ask the question, why do most women have an affair? I think that's the mate switching.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Guys, when they have affairs, it's
I love to take my dog.
Shut up, lady. You can predict. Don't talk to her like that. Shut up, okay? You can predict who are the guys that are going to cheat. The problem is that too many women are into the types of guys that cheat, right? They mistake mystery and being interested in fun with signs that he might cheat. So usually you can look at his impulse control. If a guy has low impulse control, that is a big predictor of cheating. If they can't wait for things, if they want things now, if they have no patience, if they have little control over their emotions, a man is not going to control his most uncontrollable emotion, which is lust. Lust is one of the first impulses a teenager ever has, right? So you can observe by his eating habits how compulsive they are with eating, how compulsive they are with doing things. We're not waiting. We're not being able to plan long term. It's almost like saying, can he save up money? You could observe his spending habits. Spending habits, a lot of the times, is a reflection of your impulse control. So a lot of that could be a sign that he might cheat. These are things that you never consider. It's not that being poor is a sign that he'll cheat. It's not how much money he makes. It's how he spends it. Could be because the compulsively cheating is really an impulse to cheat and acting out on it, right? So that's one thing. The next thing is that the reason why they go for variety is because a lot of the times it's really for self-esteem issues. They want something different. The brain works in contrast. If it sees something that looks one way, in their imagination, it'll start to think of the opposites, right? So when I think of black, when I see black, I'll think of white unconsciously, right? So if you got big titties, big ass, he might cheat with a girl with small titties and small ass. If you're tall, he might cheat with a short one. Variety, right? So the contrast effect, variety, and just the seeking of power, right? Like some guys feel significant by having sex with the opposite sex. And so low self-esteem, guys with low self-esteem will most likely cheat because they need constant validation from the opposite sex. It's not all guys, but a lot of guys do. And the problem is that you will find these traits, that lack of impulse control, the need for variety. You'll find it as fun and interesting because outside of a relationship, those character flaws manifest itself in a very fun way. They make good friends. They're the type of friend that'll say, let's go travel here, or let's take a random road trip, or you know what, let's do this. Like they're just random fun friends. So if you're not judging a guy based on long term, you're not going to say, wait a minute, this makes good friend, but not a good relationship, right? So you got to learn how to judge people. And sometimes you're not good at it because you just never had a good example. So that's another thing. Look at the family that he was raised in. The family that the guy was raised in can also be an indicator of what he'll do in the future, right? If he never had an example of dad, if you never had an example of dad being faithful to mom, then he's not going to show that, right? So what I'm trying to say is pay close attention, man. Stop just going off of vibes and picking guys you're going to date off of vibes. Like that's how you get played. That's how people of bad character slip through, because they know how to play the vibes game, man. Look at concrete things. Look at behavior. Look at emotion, attachment style. Look at the way they relate to their parents. I promise you, most of you people don't do that. Most of you people. Whatever. What do you mean, you people? Yeah, you people. Most of you don't go off of that. Yo, it just feels good. Or like just ego. It's all ego. It's all ego. Just look back at the people who you dated that cheated. Could like in the comment section, people, when this video is done, look back at the people that cheated. Does this sort of make sense based on past experiences? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't make Father Alex look dumb, or else we all know what's gonna happen to this channel, because we're already dipping. This channel's already dying. It's not hard for me to kill this channel. No, I'm kidding. Actually, we're experiencing a high. The channel is improving. Let me show you guys, man. So I am really happy. Prayer works, people. You see? It's going up. So we're good. We're getting there. We're still struggling. This is still a struggle time, but we're gonna get there, people. Just make sure to hit the like button and comments. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.
Are you needy and creepy? Do you have a tough time coming across confident when you like the person? A lot of the times you just don't know what to do. You have habits and patterns that whenever somebody triggers you, you completely forget what to do the right thing. Well, guess what? I have a course for that. And it's called The Psychological Game of Attraction, Natural Chemistry, and The Feminine Woman. What I call the fundamentals. All of those courses are meant to eradicate and exercise the needy, creepy parts in you through action. Meaning, you do what the videos say, and without a shadow of a doubt, you actually get the results. You'll notice that men call you back more. Men will want more relationships with you. They're gonna be the ones that are needy and creepy. They're gonna be the ones that want something. They're gonna be the ones that are the aggressors in trying to get a relationship out of you. But the problem is that a lot of people just watch one or two videos and completely forget that there's actually a system. Don't just watch one or two videos. Get the system either by purchasing all of them and get a discount, or purchase them individually. Because a lot of the times just watching one video in isolation, you actually miss the big picture. You have to understand why it works. You have to understand what to do next. And a lot of times my videos just can't address that. A lot of people, you see by the testimonies right here, a lot of people have done what those videos say and they've gotten results. Like the other day, I was in Mexico and they were like, hey, Alexis. And I'm like, hey, oh my God, your videos are so great. And I'm like, and she was like, look at my kid. I'm like, what you talk about your kid? That's not my kid. She's like, no. Because of him, because of your videos, he's here. And I'm like, okay, all right, that's a thing. But I get that a lot. And ironically, that woman watches all of my videos, right? So purchase those courses, man. And if you don't like it, you actually could get a 30-day money-back guarantee, right? Purchase them individually or get a discount and purchase them all by clicking on the description down below. You have the option of purchasing the one with the bonuses that obviously it's more material, where it's like I give you guys meditations. There's also other courses on how to make friends, how to master anything, or you could purchase it without the bundle, which is much more affordable, all right? And with that, you guys are able to support my channel, which will allow me to make more videos, okay? Anyways, see you guys inside, and thank you.